It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 10. We are a third of the way done with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches round 13. I know this playlist is getting quite busy, so lots and lots of inspiration for you. So today's sketch designer is Lorraine Wilmot, and it is super fun. Like, there's so many different ways that you can take on this sketch. So I am going to mix it up a little bit. Probably not as much as you would kind of see. So the first thing that I notice about this sketch is there's definitely some layers of paper, so several mats. So I am going to do that. I'm going to take this heart paper, I'm going to gut it because I'm not sure at this point if I want to maybe mat my photos in them, because I do tend to do that a lot when I decide to do a full mat around the layout. I will gut it and bring that pattern forward so that you can kind of see it in more than one place. So I went ahead and trimmed that down, and then I added some white cardstock as my next layer. And then my final layer is actually going to be the other piece of this heart paper. So on this side, it's kind of that purple and pink marbly look. So I was trying to decide if I wanted a shelf. I'm not going to end up doing that. So the first major difference is going to be the fact that I'm using 2 photos instead of 1. And the second bit is going to be the fact that I am only going to mat my photos once. She has multiple layers behind her photo, and I'm just going to do it once in some tissue paper. And I've never done this before. I totally cut the corner of my picture and the tissue paper off. Like, I don't even know how it did that, but it did, and that's okay. I'm just going to figure out a way to cover it up. So I'm going to trim down my photos. I think initially I wanted the photo of my son down at the bottom, but I wouldn't have put a cluster in between the 2 photos, so I have to put the one on the top. So because I am using a tissue paper, I am using tear tape. And that way I don't tear the tissue paper, even though I'm kind of mad at the tissue paper at the moment. And then I'm going to put them down kind of in the center, which you can see is where the photo is in the sketch. And then I'm going to just start embellishing. And I'm going to do basically a diagonal design as far as embellishments go. And I actually pulled out, like, all of these pieces of ephemera are from like my leftover bin, with the exception of the two puffy stickers, the one that says My People and the other one that says, Family Vacay. So those were in my How to Kill a Kit with Style. But I thought the anchor was cute. The little surf was cute. I liked that Shine Forever. And I did something I haven't done in a very, very long time, is I pulled out some fabric flowers. Actually, they're paper. They're not fabric. But I have all of these jars in my room, and each jar is the color of the rainbow. And so I just pulled down my purple one, and they are kind of purpley pinky. So I'm going to do a cluster of 3 at the top, and then one layered one down there at the bottom. And then there is that family vacay, which is like the perfect color. And this was on our trip to Mexico. So it was nice. So the next thing I'm going to pull in is something I haven't pulled in a long time either. These are my containers of brads. So I'm going to go ahead and put a brad in each of the floral clusters. Now those kind of pinky colored, pinky purple, I guess you would call them, colors, florals, they didn't have holes in them, which I thought was really strange. Most of those flowers, those Prima flowers, they have holes. So I had to take my little pokey tool and poke a hole in there so that I could pop that brad through. And then I decided not to poke it all the way through the paper, that it was just going to be better to do the tines and then use some glue dots to stick them down. So that's how I stuck those down, and everything else just got some glue. So there is a couple of close-ups. I love how this turned out. This is a great sketch. I didn't mix it up too much. I feel like the background needed some mixed media as far as the sketch was concerned, and I didn't do that. So remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.